Sun Times episode 238 from this undisclosed Idaho rest area. Undisclosed Idaho rest area. Earlier in the day, I was at my very first Wrestle Club show in Idaho, there in Garden City, Idaho. Garden City, where technically Wrestle Wrestling runs in Indiana. Full circle. It's coming full circle. I wrestled in 2 states that start with the letter I, that had cities in Garden City where wrestling was held. What are the odds? What are the long odds of that happening? East Barnett will have to calculate that. And I also saw a Potato Bowl tournament won by Mr. Hickman. Mr. Hickman, the Potato Bowl champion of potatoes. Though some might say he is the potato champion. QT perhaps might say that. And then he'd probably flip and say potato, and then he'd say potato, and then he'd say potato. And when people would say, which is it? He'd say, oh, okay. It's people that love the snaps. Team Bad News. Look at that. All the Team Bad News. Autograph pictures of Casey Carlisle available at CaseyCarlisle.com. That's CaseyCarlisle.com for all your gift giving needs, including the upcoming Labor Day. Look at that. Wouldn't you like to get a few of those for Labor Day and send them to all the people on your gift giving list? Or maybe it's QT's birthday coming up, which it is. He'd probably like one of those. Probably hanging it on his wall. I'm gonna guess in the living room, possibly above his favorite chair. Or Grandparents' Day. Look at that. Whose grandparents wouldn't want one of those hanging on the wall? Perhaps in there again. Canadian Thanksgiving fast approaching. Casey Carlisle will be in Canada soon. And she can teach you that will also be the American Thanksgiving coming soon. And you might need some things from CaseyCarlisle.com such as that. For that. Christmas rapidly approaching. As is Kwanzaa. Look at that. Let's say you need something for Hanukkah. DVDs make perfect Hanukkah gifts. Get 8 of them and have all the 8 nights covered. Business card of Casey Carlisle. Speaking of her business, she will be in the Pacific Northwest in September. Apparently. Maybe she'll be on the sign of the times. Maybe she'll refuse. Maybe she'll go to Canada and make a name for herself in 2 countries. Pamphlet at the sign of the times. Every show needs a pamphlet. The all new, as always, Buddy Highway t-shirt. Look at that, all new Buddy Highway t-shirt. Perhaps you're wondering what to get Mini Beast for his birthday. Maybe a couple of these. Current book I'm reading. Stompin' Steve probably has every word of this book memorized. Every single one. I'd say what's the 8th word on page 47? I would have to look it up. But Stompin' Steve clearly would say across, and he'd be right. Wouldn't even have to reference the book, he would just know. Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, if you might be watching the YouTube right about now. Right about now, you might be watching on the YouTube. The Twitter, where you can follow me, but not literally. Much like Seymour Snot does, or much like Bad Blood does. Hashtag Get Some Guy into Gouge worked. It worked. I'm welcome there. I'll be there at some point, sometime. I'll probably run into Seymour Snot, but not literally. We won't collide and then both fall down. Unless we do, because strange things happen sometimes in Gouge. Cauliflower Alley Club program. And comic book of Team IOU. Also, the sticker of the Lucha Underground, Season 2 wrapping up. Season 3 will be out in a few weeks. So, busy week, as I said. Just got done with Wrestle Club in Garden City, Idaho. Not to be confused with Garden City, Indiana, where Hoosier Pro Wrestling was running. I believe at the same exact time. What are the incredible long odds of that happening? But it did. It really did. Jason Ayers probably for words. He said, how can that be that full of a circle? And I would say, I don't know. I just got shoved through the curtain and did the match came back. Didn't think of it at the time. Helter Skelter was there at Wrestle Club. I saw him. Bryce Bennett was there. Left makes the L. I tried to reason with him. On Sunday, we have John Cena Sr. on Turnbuckle Turmoil, also known as Johnny Fabulous. He once had a match with Randy Orton where his son was handcuffed to the bottom rope and then just yanked the whole bottom rope off and went and booted his business. But it was too late to do anything because his dad was already knocked out with the RKO. It could have happened. QT might ask about that, or he might ask about his favorite brand of tennis shoes, where he might ask him what color wrist tape would he buy if he were to be at a sporting goods store with a female wrestler from Iowa. I don't know what to ask. Then I got a beeline down to NWA Blue Collar in Portland. Beeline down there. Cahagas is coming. I shudder to think what Von Hess is thinking with Cahagas in town. He's probably trembling. Don't know what happened with that 6-man. I'm busy in Idaho, but something happened. And Petrov asked Cahagas tomorrow. One-on-one. I'm gonna just take a stab in the dark and say there will be at least 3 chops in the match. At least 3. Monday, pretty much free. Tuesday, the Undisputed Wrestling Show. I believe we'll have the Beer City Bruiser. Maybe we'll find out what Dijak's nationality is. That's a long-standing question from Turnbuckle Turmoil, never answered. You can ask QT. Wednesday, pretty much nothing, because apparently we are on hiatus because Rex Razor Sharp doesn't have the time. Too busy. Too much beer to drink. Gotta teach the kids how to drink beer. Has no time to watch the Total Divas, apparently. Or the Total Mr. Belvedere's or anything else. So we'll see what happens in the fall. Maybe we'll need a new Rex by then. Maybe Rex Sterling. Maybe Rex Hart. Maybe Rex Lawless. I don't know. We might have to audition a new Rex. Or we may keep the one we have. Maybe I'll teach all the kids to drink beer early. They'll have it down pat and they'll be free. Free as a bird. Thursday, free. Next Friday, continuing Star Month, David Starr. David Starr is returning to the show. He's been on a couple of times. He'll be back again. So to review from this undisclosed Idaho rest area here in Idaho, where they love potatoes, enough to crown a potato bowl champion in Mr. Hickman, who defeated Garibai. Sunday, John Cena Sr. Then beelining down to NWA Blue Collar. Monday looking free. Tuesday, the Undisputed Wrestling Show. I believe Beer City Bruiser will be there. Will all 4 hosts? Probably not, because that's not happened in months. Anytime someone mentions, hey, all 4 guys will be on. Nope. No, they won't. Nope. One of them won't be there. I'll put 6-1 odds. Zane misses it. I'm going to guess he'll go to a Reds game and buy several pairs of socks to hand out to people as gifts. That'll be my guess. On Wednesday, looking free now. Thursday, also free-ish. Friday, David Starr from Texas. The David Starr from Texas that uses bagels as foreign objects. So pretty much episode 238